everyone, thank you for joining me today. My name is TenajNikki, and today I'm going to be giving you some thrifting tips. Now, thrifting is all the rage these days, which I'm actually pretty grateful for because, of course, it's environmentally friendly, but it's also a great way to dive into fashion at a very affordable price, meaning that it's sustainable for both the environment and your wallet. All the items in today's video are thrifted pieces that I've picked up over the years to show you that thrifted items doesn't have to be old and outdated. So if you're interested in content like this, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you're subscribing, make sure you click the notification bell so you're notified of everything I have coming out here on YouTube. So let's get into it. Let's first start out by defining what a thrift store is. So there are a couple of different names that a thrifted store can go under outside of like a thrifted find. Secondhand store, a vintage shop. There are several different ways that a thrifted store can be presented to you. There are thrifted chains such as Goodwill and Park Avenue Thrift, and Plato's Closet is included in that as well. Plato's Closet is definitely not branded as a thrift store, but it's a secondhand shop. That's exactly what it is. And I will say not all stores are created equal. A vintage shop may lean towards very high-end, unique pieces. Plato's Closet has a certain standard that it goes by on what it'll accept. And then, of course, places like Goodwill pretty much takes anything that you bring to it. Stores that follow under the Plato's Closet umbrella do give you money for the items that you're giving them. Places like Goodwill or Salvation Army are places that you're just going to be donating to. So now that we've defined what a thrift store is, what do you look for, or what are you trying to buy when you go there? Looking for well-made basics is where I like to start when I'm going to a secondhand store or a thrift shop. We're talking dress pants, button-down shirts, and blazers. I'm going to be starting off by showing you several dress pants that I picked up from a variety of different places. These burgundy pants are chef's kiss. They are to die for. And I promise you, I don't know where they came from or how much they originally priced for, but they were so well made and tailored. It was a steal to get them. I'm pretty sure I picked these up from a Goodwill, so they were under $10, maybe $6. These pants are well made and will last a very long time, and so they will stay in my wardrobe for nice occasions or for work. Same for these high-waisted light green trousers. I absolutely love these. These are extremely well tailored. They have a lining inside of them. I wear this for work reasons more than anything. They are very well made pants but have a bit of personality to them. These are so well made and so well tailored. I am certain that these had triple digits on their original price tag or very close to it. And again, these I believe were a Goodwill find, so I paid under $10 for them. Finding high quality pieces you'll be able to continue to keep within your wardrobe for a long time should be a good aim when you're looking for pieces at secondhand stores. This blue strapless jumpsuit is another great basic to have in your wardrobe. I don't know who made this, but it is very well made. It's something that will look fantastic at a wedding and is easy layerable so that you can also wear it in the cooler months. I personally cannot get away from this cobalt blue, but the cobalt blue is a very vibrant color that you can have in your wardrobe. It pairs along with other neutrals and other vibrant colors very well. I would say never shy away from a well-structured piece that fits you well at a thrift store. As long as it's within your price range and you don't go overboard with it. This was found at Goodwill. That means I paid under $10 for it. For me, it is something fantastic like this to have in my wardrobe that I can fall back on. Again, it builds a very dynamic wardrobe, just like the other basics are so well made that they can stand the test of time. Now, being a well-made basic doesn't necessarily equal designer, but designer is the big grab when we're looking at things at secondhand stores. If it's a designer that you recognize by name instantly, that usually means it's very high quality and it's something that's worth your while even though it's at a secondhand store. We'll start with this basic blazer from Zara. Now, Zara obviously is super popular right now, but it is a little pricey on its front. The average cost of an item is usually $30. That's like a basic blouse. If we're talking like a blazer, we're looking at $100 to $150, which I imagine this is about how much this blazer originally cost. This is a dusty periwinkle blue blazer that has a single button in the front. I believe this was also a Goodwill find, so that means I paid maybe $10, $12, somewhere in that range, a fraction of its original price. Now, often what I find is when I'm looking at basics or if I'm looking for well-made things at secondhand stores, that's where you can find the pretty cool colors of these basics. I mean, you're not spending a lot of money doing so. I think it'll be kind of hard for most people to cough up $150 for a periwinkle blue blazer when you're not going to be wearing it all the time like you would for a nude or a black one. So Something like this where you're looking for a really good, well-made basic, but maybe with a little bit of spice of color, with a little bit of funky design. Going through secondhand stores is a good way to obtain something without having to spend a ton of money. Another designer piece are these white linen pants that are from New York & Company. These again are very much a work staple of mine, and coming from New York & Company, we're looking at the same price range or even a little bit higher as Zara. So we're talking $100 for pants, $150 depending on the cut and exactly what they are. This one I got pretty lucky with because it is a basic color, which is like this cream white. Typically this is paired with a blouse when I'm wearing it, but I wanted to show you guys the versatility of having a good pair of linen pants. Another name brand or designer piece is this green faux wrap dress with the mock turtleneck. This is a Windsor dress. Now Windsor is also something that you can look at, you can find incredible formal wear, or you can go in there and find really beautiful casual pieces. I love to go in there and shop their clearance first before I venture off into the more current and pricier items that they have. But this dress was actually picked up from Plato's Closet. At Plato's Closet, I probably paid under $10 or something like that for it. And it is a beautiful piece, as you can see. One thing I can say about Windsor pieces is that they will make you look incredible. Whatever the cut is or whatever kind of style it is, designers that they choose obviously have like a signature to make clothes drape on you a certain way. And this dress does not disappoint in that matter. Another designer piece that I was able to get from a secondhand store, this one came from Ragorama. It's very similar to Plato's Closet, but it tends to have more designer pieces than what you would find at a Plato's Closet. Yeah, this is a DKNY 2-piece set with a slip dress and an oversized cover up. The quality on this is unreal. Now this cost well into the hundreds when it was retailed, and again it gives 90s realness. I assume that this is vintage because when I remember trying to find a similar piece, I simply couldn't. So I do believe that this is a vintage piece. Having a piece like this in your wardrobe helps build upon the basics. This is a solid choice to go to for anything semi-casual, or you need to be a little bit dressed up for a lot. It has to do with how you accessorize it. The fact that it's a designer piece that's a little unique, or that it's a 2-for-1, because of course I could wear the slip dress separately than the coverall, really helps to build a dynamic wardrobe. So again, with secondhand stores, finding name brand and designer items are always a steal, and for me that rings so true when I'm looking at accessories. This is a black leather Michael Kors bag with gold detailing that retails for over $300 that I was able to get at a Goodwill, and I think maybe paid $30 for it. So again, a fraction of the price. Now I won't say that you find pieces like this all the time, but it's worth looking. Yes, they do have designer bags that look really good like this one. I also found these nude Steve Madden pumps from Goodwill. They were less than $10, and of course they fit like a dream. Having nude pumps is a staple in everybody's wardrobe, and being able to find these for, you know, like a fraction of the price, even though it's not specifically my nude, it's something that is still really valuable to have in a fashion closet. These large rhinestone studded black sandals are also Steve Madden, and I wear these all the time when I'm pairing things up for an outfit. They are so cute. I got these from Plato's Closet. I think I paid maybe $15 for them. So in the original price though, it's probably $80 to $100. Again, you're able to have really high quality, not so worn down pieces for a fraction of their original price, and that is the beauty of thrifting. So keeping on roll with shoes, I wanted to show you things about statement pieces. These are some red, white, and black Aldo pumps that have little hearts and scribbles all over them. They are so cute. These came from Plato's Closet, and I think I paid maybe $12 to $15 for them. Again, original price was likely $100 to $150, and I was able to get them for a fraction of the price. This green skirt is definitely a statement piece. I did think that this was a traditional pencil skirt until I put it on, and obviously you can see it is not a regular skirt. I love the way the faux wrap cuts and reveals a slit, and paired with this deep V bodysuit, this looks like a two-tone dress put together. You've seen this bodysuit paired with the trousers that I showed previously. This is an item that I was able to pick up from Plato's Closet, and I believe this is one of those items that were under $5. So having a very unique statement top as this one, and pairing it with another statement top that came from a secondhand shop, shows just how cool and how fierce an outfit can look without it being straight off the rack. This flesh on faux leather crop top also came from Plato's Closet. This one is several years old actually, and so I don't recall how much it was, but I'm sure it was under $20. That's kind of my threshold when I am looking for certain items, especially tops. I don't like to pay more than $20 secondhand. secondhand unless it's a designer piece that I just can't walk away from. I encourage you to embrace unique pieces that you find at thrift stores, because if you were to buy these things retail and only wear them a couple times because they're so unique, it may not be worth your money. And getting them secondhand, especially them being high quality, is always worth your time and money. I've gone through some basic tips as to what to look for when you're thrifting: well-made basic, designer pieces, and well-made statement pieces. What I would stay away from is anything that is fast fashion or otherwise cheaply made. Now, the caveat is, of course, if you're looking for one specific thing and it's 50 cents and you're only going to wear it for one time, sure, the 50 cents is worth your money, right? But otherwise, thrifting is an investment to your wardrobe. Fast fashion tends to not last 3 or 4 washes anyways, so getting it secondhand takes even further away from that aspect. There's always an exception to the rule. Fast fashion doesn't always mean horribly made. These black slingbacks are from Fashion Nova. I was able to pick this up at a thrift store, and I do find this to be very valuable, especially when I need a nude shoe, but I don't want to necessarily make them nude. I will know that these are not the same quality as the Steve Maddens or the Aldo shoes that I was able to pick up from secondhand stores. These are items that I would have bought from the website themselves, and when they were purchased, they looked hardly worn at all. So again, there is a bit of a time and place when it comes to fast fashion items. When you're looking at secondhand stores, if you insist, I would make sure that these are items that were never visibly worn that you can tell, and as well made as possible. You don't want to waste your time or your money when you're thrifting. Remember, you're trying to be fiscal for a reason, so make sure you get items that are worth your time, because you do have to do a little digging when you are thrifting. Alright guys, those are my thrifting tips with some examples of pieces that I picked up myself from secondhand stores. Let me know if you learned something today, or if you have your own tips. Make sure you put them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you're subscribing, make sure you click the notification bell so you know if I have everything I have coming out here on YouTube. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.